What's up, horror fam? Welcome back to the channel. So today we have some what I believe not so good news. I always find these things to be bad news in my opinion, and especially when we don't get a whole lot of information from the studios as to the rationale as to why these things happen. It does make you wonder whether or not it's a confidence level in the film, or if they're just shuffling things around to try to get the most bang for their buck as far as the investment that went into a film and trying to get that return back from the audience as far as ticket sales. But you may recall we did get a trailer for the film Sinners earlier this year, starring Michael B. Jordan. He does play twins in this film. He plays both parts, but as you can see here, Michael B. Jordan and Ryan Coogler's Sinners release date delayed. So let's take a look at some of these details here. Despite having been on track for release in early spring, Ryan Coogler's Sinners is finding itself being moved on Warner Brothers' calendar. The upcoming action horror movie marks the fifth collaboration between Coogler and Emmy nominee Michael B. Jordan, going back to the filmmaker's directorial debut on Fruitvale Station. Jordan leads the Sinners cast as twin brothers Elijah and Ellis in the mid-1900s, who upon returning to their hometown to escape their criminal lives learn of an evil force lurking there. Warner Bros. Has revealed a number of major shifts in their upcoming release calendar, including Robert Pattinson's The Batman Part 2 being pushed back by a year, and Tom Cruise and Alejandro, a mystery movie taking its 2026 place. Included in the shift was the reveal that Coogler's Sinners is no longer set for a March 7th, 2025 date, now set for April 18th the same year. The movie has swapped its release date with Pattinson and Bong Joon-ho's Mickey 17, which marked the fifth release date change for the sci-fi black comedy. While it's unclear why WB is electing to swap Joon-ho's Mickey 17 with the period horror film, Sinners' new release date is at least not as steep of a delay as others in the new calendar update, with some reports indicating that a lengthier post-production is the reason behind the movie's delay. It may be in fact a blessing for Coogler's next project is getting a little extra time to finish up before hitting theaters. Another important thing to come from Sinners' new release date is that it will be facing a far different group of competition at the box office. On its previous date, the movie was facing off against mostly small to mid-budget fare, including Oz Perkins' The Monkey adaptation and Paul W.S. Anderson's In the Last Lands, among others. In its current date, however, Sinner is not only surrounded by high-profile titles, but also more direct genre competition, including Christopher Landon's Drop and Al Pacino's The Ritual, among others. So check out the April 2025 calendar below. And here we do have a breakdown of what's coming out in April 2025, and you see Sinners right here in the middle of it all. So yeah, there's gonna be some genre competition, but there's not many. There's only two other films, and if The Ritual we don't know much about. We only have gotten that I've seen thus far. We know it stars Al Pacino. We've gotten the first poster and some synopsis of that film, but outside of that, we haven't seen a teaser. We haven't seen a full first trailer for that film as of yet. So a lot of unknowns on how that film is going to play out. But if we look at the rest of this, it's not very genre heavy. I mean, The Accountant 2, I can see that one being a hit. A lot of us enjoy The Accountant 1, and this is Ben Affleck returning into that film and returning into that role. Again, not genre specific to horror. And of course, you have the Minecraft movie, which I think is going to garner more towards kids earlier on in the month. So this might be the best place for Sinners to land. There's more options in this month for viewers to go see, and especially for horror. I'm happy. I'm still just happy that we're going to get the film. We have seen recent films, a Dakota Fanning film that was moved twice this year, and then Paramount pulled it right from their schedule for the entire year altogether. So the fact that, yes, this did get moved is a little bit disappointing. That we are still going to get it. Now, if they do come back in a month or so and pull this one completely from the 2025 schedule, that's going to be a cause for concern for me. That's going to be a bit disheartening because, one, I love time period piece movies regardless of the genre, but the fact that we have a time period piece and it's a horror film is even better, and for me personally. So fingers crossed that this is the last time Sinners is impacted from a scheduling perspective and that we eventually do get it. Here is a link in this article, which I will put down in the description below, to the original trailer that we did get earlier this year. We haven't seen really anything as of yet for as far as new trailers go for this film. With it now being pushed to April, I'd imagine we will probably get something January, February timeframe if they decide to do a second trailer. And then here is the movie. You can see here this release date hasn't, the article hasn't updated the release date to the April timeframe, but nonetheless, it is being moved to April. So that's going to do it for today's update. Let us know down in the comment section. One, are you interested to see Sinners? Is this something, again, from whether it's a time period piece or just the fact that it's also horror? Is it right down your alley? Are you interested in seeing it? And what do you think about it getting moved? Again, as I mentioned, I'm not happy about it being moved. But I am happy that it is staying at least on the calendar schedule for 2025. Again, if we come back in a week, a month, and we find out that it's been removed from the schedule altogether, I think that's when it's going to be cause for concern. We will either not get the film this year, they'll push it off potentially to 2026, or they might just sell it to a streaming platform studio and say just release it right to streaming, which again would be even more concerning because that tells me the studio had zero confidence in it that it could make back its budget at the theaters, and now they're just going to either take a loss and try to use it to garner subscribers on a streaming platform. So let us know what you think down in the comment section, and if you haven't done so already, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. It is greatly appreciated, and we will see you at the next one. Peace.